people just joined us already, and we're not even live. Well, we live. Are we live?
We are live.
We're live.
We're going to have to start again.
Right. Stay there.
Part two.
This is the monologue. This is how we
Lord
should have
Jesus.
started. Yeah, we should have
Give
gone
us
professional.
strength.
Here we go. Are you ready, Rogue?
I am so
Are
ready.
you ready? Okay, here we go. You ready from the top end? Okay, here we go. So again, 1, 2, 3. Good evening, people, and welcome to the Richie and Rogue pre-New Year's Christmas special, the show that's louder than your neighbour's fireworks or even their smelly farts, and twice as unpredictable. I hope they can hear me this time, Rogue.
I think they possibly can, but I'm going to carry on just in case they can't.
Okay.
We are officially in the final stretch of the year, that magical 48-hour window where time stops making sense. Everybody forgets what day it is. What day is it?
Thursday.
And the nation collectively survives on leftover mince pies. It's Tuesday and questionable decisions. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way.
We certainly wouldn't. Well, tonight we're warming you up for the big countdown. 2026 is coming with the perfect mix of chaos, charm, and whatever it is Rogue claims that is acceptable for our show. As you know, with the church bells, there's no holding back that. This is us being us, and that's the only way we know how to be. We've got the stories, we've got laughs, we've got opinions that nobody's asked for them, really, have they? Anyway, because that's what we do.
It is, actually. We like to serve what we think is right.
So what are we going to do tonight then?
So we're going to grab a drink, we're going to settle in, and let's send this year off the only way that you and I know how to do it, which is wholly unfiltered, wholly unapologetic, and with just enough festive spirit to keep us out of trouble or get us into the right amount of trouble. Let's face it, we are trouble. So Richie, come on. What is the best and worst part of 2025?
Well, to be honest, at the start of 2025, I had jet black hair, right? And we started doing this show, and all of a sudden, I don't know what's gone down, but I went to the hairdressers, and I didn't go to a Turkish one, by the way, right? Because I don't support halal, right? Anyway, I went to a normal barber's. You know the ones where they used to cut your hair with scissors, not with clippers? I reckon they cheat in Turkish barbers because they go, do you want a haircut? Yeah, I want a skin fade. All they do is that. That's it, and they charge you 15 quid. Nah, not in Wales, having none of it. So I thought this year I'd identify as a sheep. So that's what I've gone for. I've gone for the sheep look.
Oh my gosh.
Well, any of that aside, Rogue, what a fantastic, well, I say fantastic. We're going to come to that because we got loads of guests on tonight. Fantastic. Can't wait to speak to them all. But we just want to say a huge thank you to every single one of you, our subscribers or followers on X, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching us. Thank you so much. And thank you for being part of the family with us this year. It's been exciting, Rogue, isn't it?
It's been really wonderful, actually, because
I think you've got a lovely pair of eyes.
Thank you.
I've never told you that. I keep telling her. I keep telling her. I really do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's past 9 o'clock now. We can say what we want.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
It's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
We're not
on GB News. We can't get censored. It's fine. We're not on Talk TV. We can't get censored. Woo! It's fine. We can say what we want.
Can you?
Yeah. Highlight of 2025 for you. I know it was meeting me again. I know.
No, that really wasn't it. I've known you for 31 years, and that is enough, let me tell you. So I would say the highlight was actually starting up. So we started off first in
March.
Good job, Saints and Sinners, yeah, absolutely.
Sex and Sinners?
No, Saints and Sinners.
Saints and Sinners.
The Saints and Sinners, we started off.
Go on, I need a
and
drink.
then you need more than a drink, mate. And then literally we've decided to branch out, and we are now Richie and Rogue Unfiltered. So that has been the highlight, I think. Actually starting this up, meeting loads of people, getting involved with Advance, and literally finding our tribe.
We're not quite the political kind that people think we are, though. We don't fit into the box, do we? Like,
we do not fit into any box. You have your suited and booted and political kind of, stiff upper lip.
Do you know, one of the, I say highlights, one of the, I'm trying to find this video here before we go anywhere. Now, this clip, I love this clip. I'm going to show this. We have got guests, we are going to bring them on, but I just want to show people this clip. Now, please, this comes with a trigger warning. It might offend you, it may offend you. But anyway, the BBC showed it. They won't show it anymore, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Here we go.
Am I going to be offended?
Certainly. A fellow walked in a pub with a crocodile, and the landlord says, "Get it out." He said, "It does tricks." He says, "Tricks, you balmy bastard, get it out." He said, "You're going to have a thrombosis the way you're going on." He says, "Calm down," he says. "You'll live longer," he says. "Not seen the trick yet." Opens a crocodile's mouth like that, put his dick in his mouth like that, got a bit of wood out of his back pocket, and bang, right in the head. And the crocodile went, "Oh." He said, "Right, Jesus, you've got some bottle to out like that." He said, "I told you it was good. Anybody in this pub like to try it for 50 quid? This little old woman said, "I'll try it," he said, "but don't hit me on the fucking head as I hit that crocodile."
I don't get it.
What do you mean you didn't get
couldn't understand
Yeah,
it.
no.
You spoke
Anyway,
really
let's
fast.
bring our guests in, shall we? Do you want to introduce our guest tonight then, Rob? Because
My favourite. It is the wonderful Dave Atherton. Hello and welcome.
Hiya.
Oh, and Richard Donaldson. Hello.
Hello. How are we?
And Gucci
Oh,
Reports.
mine.
Hello.
That's how we doing.
And Katie, baby,
Hi,
darling.
darling.
Oh, my darling. Oh, brilliant.
I'm lifting my pajamas, by the way. I've got
Oh my gosh, it is so good to have you guys on. We just want to talk about 2025.
Yeah.
What has been the highlight for you guys for 2025?
Should we go ladies first? That's you, Richard. Sorry.
It's a dickhead, isn't he?
Yeah, you
I am.
Katie.
Highlight of 2025, probably feeling less alone. I think you can feel quite alone in your thoughts and your feelings, and have done for probably a good few years. But I've ended the year feeling much more part of something than I began. So that's been really nice.
Good.
Brilliant.
I like that.
What about you, Dave Atherton? Come on. Are you wearing
Right,
lipstick tonight, or you been on the red wine again?
Well, both. But anyway,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got the red lipstick on, and so is he.
no, it's just my natural glow. I think
No,
it's,
David, let's tell the truth, shall we?
no. But well, I'm Deirdre at the weekends, But anyway, but no. Well, what highlights were there of the year? I can't think of that many actually. This might be slightly contentious, but the rise of reform in the opinion polls is something to be positive about. Might be contentious. As far as I can say, I think Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib, their role is to keep Nigel Farage's feet to the fire. I think as a growing band, I think Advance will actually make some headway. He seems to have recruited quite a few people, and all seem to be very, very enthusiastic, which is good news. But no, we have to get rid of this. The complete demise of the Labour Party is something to be overjoyed about. And if they get absolutely slaughtered, they're down to a handful of, I estimate 50 seats or less, but I've seen opinion polls that have gone lower than that. You really could see the end of the Labour Party to be replaced by independent Muslim MPs and the Green Party. So that might be sort of a little bit out of the frying pan into the fire. The complete destruction of what we really need in this country is a friendly fifth column, who are friendly towards Britain, who can really change around this country. That is my hope for the future. That is my highlight. Sorry if I'm hogging the space at the moment.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
We want to hear you highlight, but that's in hope, isn't it? That's like projection.
It is, but I got to take this wig off because I keep looking at myself thinking, people not going to take me seriously, are they?
I don't take you seriously, full stop.
I like it.
There we go.
I think it suits you.
There we go. He's back to normal. There we go. He's back in the game. He's back in it because I know Richard Dawson's going to say something. That's why I took it off. Okay, Richard, over to you.
I've already screenshotted it, mate. I'm keeping that one for myself. So, do you know what? Yeah, genuinely, I'm just going to steal Katie's answer here because I think she's absolutely right. I think this year, look, for years, we've had it where it's been the case where things have just steadily got worse and worse and worse, but there's never really been like a solution to it or light at the end of the tunnel. Whereas now, yes, all right, things are still they're getting much worse. We're all aware of that, but I think now we've got real. Not necessarily solutions just yet, but we have got, the Pink Ladies started, I started doing what I'm doing. People are speaking out now. Luckily, we've got X, which is a free speech platform, although I'm starting to think Facebook is slightly better for that sort of thing, but that's by the by. But I think now so many people are finding their voice, and I think that can only be a positive thing going forward because now people, like you say, Katie, like I was very similar to you last year, particularly the year before. And I'm not making a joke here. Like I was planning my own end. Do you know what I mean? I got that inside my own head with everything. And now I think, yes, the right, if you like, is still quite divided. I think overall, lots of people now, whether they're working together or not, we're still pushing in the same sort of direction. So I think that's quite a good thing, to be honest with you. I think there is hope.
Brilliant. Absolutely. King?
I'd agree with that, really. Like for me, when you look up, just because when you put the message out, I was looking back over like the whole of 2025, and like for me personally, I didn't even know I'd be in the position where I'm in. Like I joined, even though I'm not well at the minute, I actually joined the X. Well, I've been on X for quite a few years, but never utilised it. So I was in bed for about 3 weeks. So I didn't have anything to do apart from join X. So I was listening to all the daily spaces and then got involved in the X spaces. So for me personally, to go from that, like I'm never into politics previously before, but the country's in such a shit state. There's probably so many people that was in a similar position to me. We're all like, but now I've just looked back. It's been so consuming. So much has happened. So much has been uncovered, exposed. So as much as we're in a really, really bad place, I think there is a lot to look forward to in the next year or so. Like in terms of, you know, on the right hand side of politics, being a patriot, and we can all agree that Keir Starmer is a massive wanker. And
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, this guy here, you mean? We asked 1,000 people on X what excuse you use for bringing in Allah Abdul Fatwa into the UK. You said information failures. If it's up there, I'll give you the money myself.
Oh, by the way, a very quick one from me. Today I clicked around to 330,000 followers on X. So that's now a highlight. So thank you.
Well done.
David, go on, Coach.
No, I was going to say, obviously, meeting new people like on X. Like I've made a conscious effort. Like when we were doing spaces, we've all pretty much met up with everyone, I think. But you know, like just meeting up with people, generally going out and just finding a whole new sort of a new social circle as well.
Yeah, indeed. That's a very good point, Martin. I made so many friends in the last year or two. You know, I mentioned we have our monthly meetup in London of people of similar ideas and dispositions. You know, I've made loads and loads of friends. You want to have a laugh at my expense. So I thought at the age of 65, making new friends was going to be difficult and meeting women was going to be easy. It's been the completely opposite way round.
Yeah, one of the difficulties I find with X is, right, if you're with your wife or your partner and you say, oh, I'm just sending something to my ex. And they're like, what? No, I meant my ex, because it used to be called Twitter, didn't it? So you've got to be very careful how you say that. You know, you're on your phone, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just sending something to my ex. What? Your ex? So it can be quite disastrous. It can be a great place, as Dave's mentioned, but I think also it has created a network of people that you can find your own tribe as well. But it exposes what others are thinking, because I believe in free speech, and I believe that people on the other side of the debate or the argument, we need to hear their arguments. We don't want to shut them down. We don't want to cancel them, because that's what they want to do. We want them to speak. We want to give them a platform and not deplatform them. So it allows us to have those discussions and debates. And X sometimes can be brutal. Let's be honest. It really can. People can say some serious bad shit about you, and they can do it anonymously as well. You know what? I love it. Well, you love it, especially. I've seen your responses. I mean, it's just brilliant. Like, it's just fantastic. But Kitty, how have you been finding X since you've been on there? What's your kind of feelings about it? How do you find using social media to get your message across?
Me or
anybody?
Oh, okay. I always think I actually get 1 billion views a year on my X account. My annual views, 1 billion, probably about 50 to 100 million are worth it. You know, are actually make their mark. It's hard to quantify how influential you are, because if for example, I'm a very, very passionate pro-Israel person. And when you look about the last year, all the bad publicity Israel's got, the way that some people are changing their opinions on Israel, being anti-Israel, it makes you think, are you sort of howling in the dark here? But there's one thing I saw which really made me think that maybe what I'm not doing is not in vain. There was a sort of a theoretical poll. If the Rupert Lowe party existed, who would win in Great Yarmouth, and he'd win by a country mile. And nationally, the Rupert Lowe party would have 10% of votes. And that, yes, he does appear on TV occasionally. Yes, he's got a platform in Parliament. But by and large, he's like, he does most of his work on X, and so obviously his social media work cuts a long way into it. And also the other thing as well, it's another thing I noticed. I'm on the Conservative Home polling list. Whether you rate, Kevin Bainholt as being, fairly good, very good, below par, crap. It's interesting. All the people that have got the high marks, very satisfied, very satisfied, are the ones who have active social media accounts. So, I think probably X does have a long way to go. And the other thing I wanted to say as well, and I want to pick on people like Martin, Richard, and Katie as well, is you are now the basis of mainstream media. When you look at the protests in Epping, and all the hotel protests up and down the country, the people that GB News and Talk TV get on the TV and radio are the citizen journalists, and people. Jack Haddo, I think his name is. He was a regular fixture on GB News for about 5 weeks, during the height of the protests. And a lot of the stuff, a lot of content they use is actually gleaned from social media as well. So now we have the melding of social media and mainstream and legacy media, and it's a very toxic combination, for the far left of the Liberals. Long may we reign.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because you got the side of the citizen journalist side, which are showing whether that's live stream or clips.
Yeah.
And then you've got the mainstream media that are either showing fake news or not showing any news at all.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and they do, the certain hit pieces that Channel 4 have done, and more recently BBC, the thing they've done like Donald Trump, and that is just people becoming less reliant, and it's just getting that exposure, because let's face it, only around 30% of people use X in the UK, so it's still not enough people to persuade, let's say, the likes of my parents' generation, where they still sit in front of a TV and they will still watch, the likes of BBC, Sky, etc. So it's trying to convert them so-called voters in the future, which is, but I'm sure it will come. The likes of Rupert Lowe doesn't get nowhere enough airtime. A lot of people, if you walk up and down the line, they probably wouldn't know who he is. We are consumed in that X world where we think that everyone else knows what we know, whereas they don't really.
Just a very, very brief look at the way we shamed mainstream media into reporting on Alaa Abd El Fattah. Everyone saying, "Oh, you're not reading about this on mainstream media." 24 hours, 48 hours later, they were forced to report on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things for me, because Rogue asked me at the start to highlight, of course, Ben Habib launching Advance UK, and I know we're all on different spectrums politically, but we can still be friends. One of the things I find in politics, you have to be really thick-skinned, and you don't lose friendships over different politics. If you do that, then you're like weak sauce, quote and phrase, right? So we should all remain. And I think for me, with Advance UK, it created an alternative, because personally, I could see where reform would go in. I've always said this, and I'm on record saying it. Farage is brilliant at winning elections and campaigning, but when it comes to governing, it's a completely different thing altogether. And I think that the people he's got around him, some of which some of you know and I know as well, I don't think they'd be fit in a cabinet to run and govern the country. We've seen that with local council elections, for example. We've seen how they've had young men and women that they've dragged out of pubs, some of them, and they don't even know what the OBR is. They think it's a computer game on the Xbox from, zombies or something. They don't know what they're doing. And I think it's important we have people who are governing our country and running, who actually know what they are actually doing, not just giving us pretty slogans and saying, we're going to stop this, we're going to do that. The question is, how are you going to do it, and how are you going to deliver it? And I think those are the questions for me Advance UK have started to answer, hence the reason why I am totally committed and leading the party here for Ben Habib here in Wales with an amazing team. And it's a season. Everything's a season, isn't it? I was with Reform for many years, since 2019, you know, and people change. You don't change because your views change. I never changed. The party changed. They changed the constitution. They changed the direction of the party. What's that, love? I'm shouting. Am I shouting? Am I?
Yeah, there's like a colour of passion going on there.
Passion going on again. It's the Welsh passion, and I think, you know, and I've always said this to people. Look, no one's entitled to anyone's votes, right? You vote for the party that you align with your conscience, your convictions, your principles. If you think that's the party that I can stand for, and I think, you know, what we've tried to do with this show, with Richie and Rogue, certainly is, this is nothing. By the way, just a little thing here, caveat. This is nothing to do with Advance UK. This show is not about Advance. This is completely separate. We have our own YouTube channel for that. This is where we get the chance to say what we want and have guests on, whoever we want, and speak openly and freely, which is one of the fundamental principles of Advance UK, which is the freedom of speech. And that's why we love doing this. Plus, as well, we have loads of fun as well, don't we?
I like to have fun.
Yes,
indeed, I do.
Yes, it's not all politics can be boring sometimes, man. Don't you?
It's draining.
It's not Teddy. Would you?
I am going to tell. I was about to say something.
All right, okay, go on.
It literally drains your brain, and not only that, you know, you're researching, and actually, as you're kind of then talking to everybody, we all become so consumed with it that it actually tires you out, and then you get the backlash. And us as women, Katie, you know, when we have, you know, our say, we get a lot of opposition from women who really don't like us, and it can be quite volatile, can't it?
It can, and I think, you know, societally, women, we're the nurturers, we look after people, and that's why when you look at statistics and things, women, particularly younger women, are far more likely to be over to the left side, because it appeals to our, you know, ability to nurture people and what have you. So if you go against the grain in any way, other women can feel quite threatened by that, which is completely at odds with what we're trying to do, because we're trying to protect them as well. So it can be difficult. It can be difficult. What I would say, though, is I feel much more protected by the men who are on the right rather than the men who are on the left. They're you know, we need that masculine energy. It's been subverted for too long. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, the men on the left, like pussies, man. I mean, us on the right, we're thugs. Do you know we're far right thugs? You know what I'm saying?
Far right thugs, yeah.
Right.
Look at that.
Well, Mark, the guns, boy. Don't mess this right thing out. Watch someone clip that now, right? Richard said he's going to knock someone. No, I didn't say that.
We don't think any of you guys like wonder how you are perceived, because like I sometimes think like when you're on X and you're talking on Spaces, or you're out doing a protest and you're talking to people in a political way. Not that I think I'm political, but like I'll just say how I feel. But like people, do they deem you like quite serious, or it'd be just be interesting to know how people perceive you. Like that's a general to everyone really, because like I'm not like that at all. Like, I go out and just take the piss. I just find it funny, you know. I try back with like sarky comments and people think that I'm being really serious. I'm just like, oh, shut up! I can't even bother. I mean,
yeah. Do you know what's funny? I got you know this, right? Because Rogue wears a nose ring, right? They automatically think she's a lefty. I mean, how does that work?
It's constant. Everybody's like, just get rid of it. It's disgusting.
Huh? I said we can use you as a plant.
There we go. Should I dye my hair blue?
Rogue has got a nose ring. Rich has got long hair. Like, you do look like a pair of lefties.
It never used to be that long. It's growing in now.
Yeah. And Dave's got lipstick on, yeah?
Yeah, dear, I know.
No, I haven't. No,
yes, you have, Dave. Dave, come on, listen. That's the one exclusive here, Richie and Rogue. You can come out live. It's fine. It's 2025, mate. It's fine. We all love you. Now, it's fine. It's cool. You will still have your home.
Davina Atherton.
I'm not going to get away with this, am I?
No, look, we love you just the way you are, darling. You see, that's the thing.
You know, be free. You know, we live in a Western liberal democracy. You know,
that's the one.
I'm expecting Big John round any moment. You know.
That's so funny.
But you know, I find it amazing as well. Like even with all that's going on at the moment, we're still seeing. You know, we banged on about it, about two-tier justice and two-tier policing. I cannot believe still to this day, with what's happened, not just to Lucy Connolly, Peter Lynch, God rest his soul, and many others as well, how this is still happening. People are still, I think, Dave, you know the figures, maybe Richard does as well. I think, Richard, you've researched these figures. How many people are getting arrested over posting stuff on social media, for goodness sake?
You go first, Richard.
So as far as I'm aware, last year was 17,000 people in the UK. Unless I'm way off, I'll have another look now. But I've
read 12,000. So
right, okay.
You know,
so whether it's 12 or 17, I mean, come on,
Still a hell of a lot, yeah.
Other 9, yeah. So for the top 10 countries that arrest people for essentially words, we arrest more people than all the other top 10 countries combined.
Russia was 400.
Yeah.
A
use that as an
question.
example.
A question though. How come I've not been arrested yet?
Because
They're probably building up a
possibly...
massive case file.
Yeah.
It's big.
People like us, yeah. No, I genuinely believe this. So people like us, so people who've got like a following, because I think Lucy Connolly, when she did get arrested, I think she had something. It was something along the lines of, was it like 2,000 followers, something like that, 2,500 followers. So essentially, like, I'm not saying like she was small time then. I think she's got loads more now. But I think once you build a following, I think rather than try and take you down with something small, they'll just. I think because like with Tommy, for example, they waited years, didn't they? And then they hit him with everything at once. So I think
Although
I
they
think
did
must
get
do
the
something
Telegraph
like
lady, didn't they? Was it Alison Pearson?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Alison Pearson. Yeah.
By the way, Katie, they also got me as well.
Did they?
Oh yeah,
I feel quite left out.
I was one of the first people. I was one of the first people to be invited in by the Metropolitan Police to discuss my ex-post. If I didn't go in, I was threatened with arrest. The reason I didn't mention it, this is going back to March, April 2024. And the reason I didn't mention it because my family read my Twitter feed and Facebook feed and things like that. And you know, I didn't want my mum worrying about me, you know, going down the police station. But yeah, the ex-post was F Hamas, F Palestine, F Islam. If you want to protest about Gaza, F off to a Muslim country. And so they dragged me in for that. I don't commented it. And 3 months later, they said no further action. So so you know, basically, my advice to anybody out there is if you do get dragged in by the police, don't say a thing, no comment. Get in touch if you can with the Free Speech Union. They've helped me out twice now. They've helped me out twice, and the fact that they're fantastic. So you know, Toby Young wrote back to me and said, "You remember Dave?" I said, "Yeah. I'm a gold member, which is the most expensive one, and I paid it annually. And from my buy me a coffee account, I pay for two other subscriptions to join you. So, I'm on the case, Dave. You know, so do join the Free Speech Union if you can.
Absolutely.
Silver one, which is £60 a year, is probably the best value. You know, it's unlikely unless you're high profile or you say something extreme. It is unlikely that the police will come after you.
It's not just the police.
He's not high profile, mate.
So
Not high profile enough in David. I'm just thinking, you know,
Rich was talking.
Oh, sorry, Rich, go on.
No, you're all right. He always does this, doesn't he, Rogue? He always does this. No, I was just going to say, because it's obviously the police is one aspect of it, but like when I first started, I think I got quite a few followers in like the first month. It just sort of exploded, and within that first month, I went to pick up my 2-year-old boy from nursery, and when I got there, they said, "Oh, you're not allowed to leave with him," because I'd been reported to Prevent, they're called, Safeguarding for Children, because I'd mentioned Tommy Robinson in a video. That was the only justification. So
That's
I
disgusting.
then had to sit in a meeting and wait for people basically to make the decision on whether I was allowed to remove my 2-year-old son from nursery at the end of the day, because I might talk to him about Tommy Robinson. That was the justification. But they say that the punishment is the process, isn't it? I did approach Free Speech Union. They didn't actually get back to me, but I did manage to find a decent lawyer in the area who absolutely lives for stuff like this. I got invited to 2 interviews myself as well, and then they threatened arrest if I didn't turn up. That is actually illegal for anyone watching this. I've had that confirmed by a lawyer. They're not allowed to say you can come, invite you to a voluntary interview, but if you don't come, we will arrest you. That is illegal. It's the same thing they did to Katie Hopkins. She had it thrown out as well. So that's one to bear in mind.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I want to flip this. I want to flip this and ask you, as guests on show tonight, this question, right? So, do you think there are people out there though that do it deliberately to make a name for themselves? Because we know that sometimes if you get arrested for something, you become a bit of a martyr. So it's kind of, and I'm suggesting it's any of us on here, of course. But
you said it earlier, you wanted to do it.
Well, I've been in jail anyway, so I'm used to it. A long time ago, obviously, so I know the ropes anyway. I probably know people in there anyway. But that aside, anyway. So if you get arrested with something like that, you can almost make a career out of it. Some people have done that. Like they've come out and told their story, and the press get hold of them. And I'm not pointing a finger to anybody, not in recent events. But do you think there are some people out there that possibly do that and look for that attraction, for the clickbaits, to get that kind of, I suppose, to make themselves famous? Because it does happen, let's be honest.
It does happen. I'll name people. That's why I fall out with people, because I don't care. When I reported that Clare Uniting Britain and the Viking, a lot of people know about that, but they were two people who purposefully turned up to protests and did it in front of me, and they would goad the police. So Viking, for example, would shoulder barge into the police officers to get them to react, because it would be good exposure. That was always the line that they went to, and it used to wind me up. And it's essentially it's trying to sort of use that situation to turn themselves into a martyr, to try and boost some sort of what celebrity are you gaining from that? What, a few hits on X and Facebook?
You've had quite a journey.
Children, that's what they are.
You've had quite a journey with them, haven't you, this year? You yourself have had quite a journey. You've had an explosion from, you started off in March, and, you have just gone from strength to strength to strength. But along the way, you've had hiccups.
Massive, yeah. No, do you know what it is? I think there were loads of different factors. Do you want me to go into it or not? I can leave it, and we can, because I know this is meant to be a good fun show, isn't it? There's a few different factors.
We've got plenty of fun to come with all the ingredients. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that.
I'm not going to show you. Actually, they're all sat here, and I'm looking at it thinking, oh no. There's a few different factors. So you get the people on the so-called left who he's got to go fund me. It's a grift. So you release the receipts. Oh, I still don't believe him. Then you get the people saying, oh, he's working for Israel. Then you get people saying, oh, he's a government plant. You're always going to get this stuff. The thing that's wound me up, because I don't care about the lefties, you know what I mean? I don't care about the police, judiciary, the councils. I do care about the nursery that doesn't let me leave with my son, but you sort of expect that. The thing that's wound me up this year is how many people on the right who are patriots, who care about, how many times can I do air quotations, who care about the country, and then you might do something like, so there's one lady, again, I don't care, Fiona Rose Diamond, her name is. I missed her call. She tried to ring me. I missed her call. We set up a call. My fault completely. Missed the call. Boom. 2 hours later, oh, he's a government plant. He's working for Israel. It's like, what are you doing? There are loads of people who I've sort of met along the way who they either get pissed off because you get a good following and they don't like it, so they think, oh, I'll try and beat you down a peg or two, or I'll try and jump on that sort of bandwagon, because if you're getting eyeballs, I want to get eyeballs. There's loads of different people who do it for loads of different reasons, but I didn't realise how divided the right wing, more quotation marks, the right wing is at the minute. It's wild. It is wild how divided people are. And as soon as you say, oh, we need unity, they just sort of I don't know what it is. It's weird. As soon as you call for genuine unity and say, look, I'll work with anyone, I don't care. I don't care about your personal politics. I don't care about your personal beliefs. If you want to better this country, I want to work with you. And they switch. It's weird. I don't understand it. I really don't.
The thing is, it could be so simple. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even need to be difficult. But then I suppose somewhere along the line, people just egos get in the way. I mean, I don't
massively.
I don't get it myself. That's why I just try and stick to do my own thing. And
like Richie and Rogue, no, I come out of all the WhatsApp groups. I don't talk. I know he won't mind me saying, because we spoke about it on the phone. Tommy gave me his number a couple of weeks ago. I was on the phone to him, not last week, the week before, and he said, look, with regards to teaming up with people, he said, the amount of toxicity out there within these different groups, these different people, these more air quotations, patriots, he said, it's just not worth it. He said, it's just not worth it. You end up getting yourself in a load of bother. And I can sort of see where he's coming from, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Go on. Sorry, have you had any sort of hassle over the way when you're sort of going from place to place and meeting different people?
Me or Richard?
Martin.
Say that again. So any issues where? What,
Yeah, so when you're going out and about and you're kind of, you know, sort of with your camera and the police and protest, you know, are you meeting anybody along the way that are giving you stick, or are you finding a lot of support? What is it that you're finding on your sort of like journey?
Yeah, the most issues I've had is with the police, like confrontational stuff at protests, like abuse of Section 14 and 2-tier policing. But generally, I mean, yeah, you have run-ins. Look, I went to a Palestine Action one a few weeks ago. You know, have loads of run-ins there. But I'm gonna say my thing. I'm gonna say what I believe. I don't need to listen to what they've got to say. I try and be as impartial as I can without being impartial, if that makes sense, because I'm not going to hide my views. And at the end of the day, they're going to be on the right side of politics. I don't mind having a debate with someone. You know, at the end of the day, we don't want to live in an echo chamber as well. But most of the problems that I've had, whether that's been in like Epping or anywhere else in London, has been with, I've had so many confrontations with police, and they abuse that power where they go, oh, you're not, show us your ID badge. I said, I don't need one. And even though people say to me, well, just go and get one. I can go and get one, but I don't need one. No one needs, as long as you're reporting, you don't even need to be called a citizen journalist. As long as you're not preventing the police from doing their work, which I would never, and I'd never do that. I'd never be obstructive, then they can't stop you from reporting. But there's been at least 3 occasions where I've been in between. When I went to the, I think the pink protest outside Downing Street, where they had a counter protest across the road, I was in the middle, and the police officer said, "You need to go over that side." I said, "But I'm neither side." So, you know, then they started getting, well, if you don't move, Section 14 now, which is dispersal, is in place, we'll arrest you. I said, well, you can't. Yeah, and then they can't even use that threat, because I said you can only have you've got to have certain grounds in order to enforce a public order act, and them grounds aren't there. Like if they're not met, you can't. That's abuse of power. So they don't even know their own like laws themselves half the time. But that's where I get aggravated, like live, you know, because I get a bee in my bonnet about certain things like that. But I would never say like call a police. Well, I'll probably have, but not like in a derogatory way. But you know, I have, you know, I would call police of maybe a CUNT or whatever, but not to the point like where Richard's saying, where you're trying to cause aggravation for footage or for content, because I'd never do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
the thing is, you only need one police officer here, because I had to explain to people. Is it an Osman warning? It's called. I got given an Osman warning.
Yeah.
The paper.
Threat of violence.
Threat to. I think it was threat to life. Then that was Greater Manchester Police, and then Cheshire Police give me a silver band warning. So you've got bronze, silver, gold. Gold is like someone's coming to your house right now. We've got the info, and a silver one is like there's a threat to like your general welfare. And I had a police officer say to me, "Look, you're gonna get police officers, because I've had them around my house loads of times, counter-terrorism and all sorts." And they said, "You're going to get police officers who are right-wing." Keep doing air quotations. I think it's nerves. Right-wing, but you're going to get police officers who are left-wing as well. And if you bump into one of these left-wing police officers while you're out and about, you're protesting, you might not even need to do anything wrong. But if they perceive something you say or do as threatening, offensive, anything like that, they can nab you, and then they can start doing things like they did to one of our friends. They started taking like his electronic devices and all sorts. He didn't have them for months, did he? Richie and Rogue. So I basically got told, just stop showing up, or if you're going to show up, don't announce it first, because these people, I've had quite a few police officers come to me sort of anonymously and say, if you announce, for example, you know, myself or like Sarah White from the Pink Ladies, she's always out and about. If you announce, oh, I'm going, you know, to Manchester next weekend, they'll try and get a few lefty officers to go to Manchester. That's literally the sort of thing they'll do. So I never used to announce it. I just used to rock up.
And I think that's what they've done to AY up in where was that place? Where was it? Up in where was that protest where he got arrested? Not Gloucester.
Who was that? Sorry.
AY Audits. Now, for me, I definitely think they were gunning for him after what they've done with the hit piece, and because he's got quite a big following, they knew that the hit from Channel 4 didn't quite work on him. So when I put that all back, don't get me wrong, and I have said it to him, you know, not that I agree with the way that he spoke to the police officer that led up to him getting arrested. That was still didn't qualify for them to arrest him for literally like no reason. But I believe that they arrested him at that spot because he was probably about 3 or 4 hours away from home, and he'd have to spend the night in a cell, and then it would just be the complete inconvenience of it all. So when you like, even like you said earlier, Rich, like when you know, why have I not been arrested yet, for instance? Like, because they might be waiting for the right time to nail you. Maybe it might be in a year's time or 2 years' time when it gets close to like an election, and see how well you're doing with Advance in Wales, for instance, because they just it's like typical smear campaigns. They want to try and just bring people down at the time that it suits them. Do you know what I mean? So I believe that's what they've done to like AY at that point as well, just to try and bring him down a peg or two.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if I can come back with some feedback on my own, excuse any narcissism, excuse any me here, but it seems, it seems I live a charmed life. I'm in my bio. Excuse me. Kelvin McKenzie, the former editor of The Sun, described me as a campaigning journalist, and I've got 330,000 followers now. Most places I go to, for example, I went to the British Friends of Israel event in central London, and I had about 40 people come up and say to me, "You, Dave Atherton? Are you the ex-ship poster?" And the answer was yes. So I get the impression that I say I have a charmed life, in the sense that, you know, if they go after me, because most of what I say is entirely legal and entirely irrelevant. And let me also quickly say, since Elon Musk took over X, you can speak a lot more freely these days. And so rather than a nice little friendly phone call from the Home Office, hello X, we really don't like Dave Atherton's post here. Can you suspend him, and can you delete what he's written? That has changed, and so therefore they're now going after the individuals who are actually saying all the right or the wrong things according to their way of life. But no, as I say, I seem to have a charmed life at the moment. I'm sure that would change, because I can't be intimidated as well by people like that. They probably leave me alone as well. I've noticed all the death threats from the Islamists have died down over the last few months. Although I'm staring down at my toolbox at the moment, I can see the hammer in there just in case someone starts banging on my door. But it's a really strange old world we're having at the moment. And Keir Starmer of the Labour Party really want to crack down on free speech and free expression. We are living in particularly dangerous authoritarian times. I actually say we are living in a post-democratic age at the moment. And, I just wonder where in 2029, when we finally get around to an election, where Labour will be when it comes to authoritarianism.
Definitely, David. Yeah, I hear that. I think sometimes you need to take a break from politics, don't you? I mean, but the problem you've got is, and I've said this to Rogue many times, when I speak to people who are not politically engaged, you can't, because every part of everybody's life is affected by politics. So if you pay car insurance, if you pay a mortgage, if you pay utility bills, I'm like a broken record here. Politics affects every part of your life. And that is why I get frustrated with people when they think, I'll bury my head in the sand, want nothing to do with it, drain the swamp. They're all the same, which we know they are, most of them. There's a few good ones, of course. They get in it for the right reasons. But then you ask yourself, what are you going to do about it? We can either come on these echo chambers, social media platforms, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, X, whatever it is, and we can have our opinions and all that kind of stuff. And I doubt Keir Starmer was scrolling down my X feed anyway and reading what I'm saying. And I'm just wondering, there's got to be another vehicle other than civil war on the streets, which we've talked about before, that sometimes in some countries like Bulgaria, for example, they brought the government to its knees and the government resigned by mass protest. But us Brits, we're too, what's the word? Stiff upper lip. We'll bend over, take it up the bum sort of thing. We don't mind, you shaft us, we don't care. We shouldn't be like that. If you're passionate about something, you should do something about it. And that's why I think getting involved in politics is important, but it's very difficult. I've got to be honest. I've been doing it for 15, maybe 20 years. I've been in different roles, different functions. And it's like a system you have to break into. And it's very difficult because those at the top won't let you in. So to affect change, somehow you've got to be like them to be able to make the changes you need to see. And it's almost like a closed shop of elites. We call them elites, the globalists and everything else. And it's the same domestically here in the UK. it's very difficult for grassroots people like us who see the issues, not just see them, but actually have lived the experience. So, you know, I come from a broken family, working class upbringing and everything else, you know, seeing things I should never seen as a kid, went through a very tough lifestyle, like a lot of people have. And you learn lessons. And then when you get older, you can use those bad experiences to help other people and say, you know what, this doesn't work. But as people like us get ostracized because we weren't trained in Oxford or Cambridge, we don't speak proper English. Well, I don't speak proper English anyway. I'm Welsh, you know what I mean? But, you know, we don't fit in with them. We're not suited and booted and wear brogues and walk around London with an umbrella. And it's like, because we don't, our voice sometimes is silenced. And I think there's a majority of people in this country, in their millions, that if we were to rise up, not because we're idolizing some political idol, like whether it's Ben Habib or Nigel Farage or, you know, Kenny Badenoch or Keir Starmer. I did say his name. But, you know, they're not going to change this country. It's going to be ordinary people, working class people like us. How do we get into power and shift that gear and drain the swamp? That is the big challenge now.
Indeed, yeah. Although the thing I would very quickly say, I pray it doesn't happen, but I'm expecting a major terrorist incident or incidents in this country between now and next few months or whatever it might be. I think if we have another 7/7, 9/11 or London Bridge attacks like that, I think the patience in this country will have finally broken. Let me quickly add, I hope any protest is within the law, and I entirely condemn violence and unnecessary attacks, particularly on the police. But I just think people in this country, you know, the stiff upper lip is still stiff, but also the resolve is just as stiffer. And if there is a major incident in this country, I can see people going bananas. But as I say, I hope we all stay within the law.
Look, the frustration is real, the anger is real, and the deep concern of hypocrisy that we are watching as we sit here and seeing things unfold again and again and again that does not go under the banner of what we were told, you know, and actually seeing like everything that was said within, you know, Keir Starmer, you know, sort of and what he propositioned, and this is what we're going to do, and in his manifesto said this and this. Nothing is happening as he said it was going to happen. So we as the people are feeling outraged. We are feeling upset. We're feeling in turmoil because we are seeing deaths on our streets. We are seeing children and women being abused. And that is a massive outcry for each and every one of us who has a heart. Whilst you've got the leftists screaming everybody's fucking welcome here, why are we welcoming them, right? This bit is what is angering the right, should we say. So the issue that I have... The rabbit on that one.
The fox has seen the rabbit on that one. I'll tell you, Rogue.
Yeah. And the point is, like, how do we make that change? You know, I've tried to look at laws. I've tried to look at, you know, what is the only way that we as a people, you know, can overturn, but we can't. We cannot do anything. Our hands are tied. Go, Rich.
Well, I don't want to sound like a broken record. Like Richie just said, you don't want to sound like a broken record going on about the same thing over and over again. But actually, that's the only weapon that we have as individuals are the things that we say, and we try and influence people based on what we believe. I keep saying this time and time again, right? And I may be completely wrong. I need someone to come up with a valid reason as to why I am. No one has yet. When people talk about violence or civil war, you hear it all the time. Winds me up. Oh, we need a civil war. Oh, we're heading for a civil war. It's like, first of all, you don't understand what a civil war is. You've seen a few movies where there's been like civil unrest, for example, right? And they assume that is civil war. Civil war is like, you know, the paranoid schizophrenic down the road hasn't had his meds for the past 2 weeks because they've all run dry. Like, your electric's off, your water, like, it takes weeks, months for it to happen, and you're probably looking half the population dead within a couple of weeks to a month, right? That's just, you can go and look into this, right? The thing is this, as soon as you resort to violence, you're only going to experience further loss, and then the government have more justification to get more people out onto the streets, the police, the army, the navy, the RAF. They'll lock us down, and it'll be like, right, digital ID on fucking steroids, here we go, right? That is what I believe will happen. The only weapon that we have as a people is our compliance, or lack thereof, should we choose to withdraw it. Now, I've said it time and time again, I'll say it one more time. We need mass non-compliance, sustained mass non-compliance. For anyone who says, oh yeah, but you know, I might get in trouble with my boss. Look, the alternative is far, far worse. Do what you can. We need 5 to 10% of the population to take part. History teaches us that. It's taught us that time and time again. Throughout history, it's never taken more than 10% of a population. If 10%, if half the country can just do what they can, whether it's a day, whether it's 2 days, whether it's a week, whether it's 2 weeks, do it, please, from the 2nd of February, because I genuinely believe, as Mr. Atherton's just said there, we're heading to something quite catastrophic. Quite catastrophic.
Definitely. Well, listen, we're going to go to a quick break in a few seconds, folks. I just want to say to all of our audience watching as well, so just forgive me, our guests, for a moment, just to speak to them. Thank you for all your comments. Keep them coming in. If you're watching on X, on YouTube, on either our guest platforms tonight, thank you ever so much for tuning in. Please leave your comments. We will go through them a bit later. We have got a bit of fun coming up towards the end of the show later. And it's a challenge that we set ourselves on certain ingredients. Rogue, do you want to show some of the ingredients? And we're going to cut to this advert in a few seconds.
We have a bit of mustard. We have a bit of cinnamon. We had a bit of Tabasco sauce and a little bit of salt. The last ingredient, the beloved Marmite. You either love it or hate it.
Yes.
I've just tasted my cinnamon. It's fine.
No, we're going to talk about that in a few seconds. But as you get your ingredients ready, folks, I want to show you a clip of a Tesco advert that I thought was absolutely hilarious. So we're going to watch this and be back in about 3 minutes or 1 minute and 31 seconds. We'll be right back. Catch you soon.
At Tesco, Christmas is about bringing people together, most of them around the discount section at the back. We know there's a cost of living crisis, so this Christmas we've put our prices up. There's no point in us both struggling. Your Christmas shopping experience starts here. Sign up to our loyalty programme to unlock trolleys that are 7% faster. Speaking of our loyalty programme, without a club card, this turkey is £42. With a club card, it's still £42. Turkey and pigs in blankets were very popular this year, so unfortunately they're gone now. But we do have a wide range of amazing adjacent items. For Christmas, we've made your shopping experience magical by rearranging the entire store every day. Found what you came for? Now that's a Christmas miracle. And to make your shopping experience smoother, we've hired extra staff to remove old people blocking the fridges.
On a budget? Tesco's London Dry Gin might taste like piss, but it'll still do the job so you can tolerate the in-laws.
In a hurry, head over to self-checkout and scan your own shopping. Only 60% of our customers are selected for random inspections. All staff are required to wear red undies throughout December, and we play our 2 favourite Christmas songs on repeat to get you into the festive mood.
If we're a bit understaffed today, it's because we had our Christmas office party last night. Henry's been laid off, David's in hospital, and Robert's in jail.
Thank you for choosing Tesco this Christmas.
I had to show that. I thought it was hilarious. I don't know if you've seen it. Any of you guys seen that on socials? But I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Tesco shopping. Talk about shopping. We talked
Just
about
to say,
what?
Martin's battery has just died, and he's just messaged me.
Oh, he's back.
And
He's back. He's back.
He's put another shilling in the meter. Good.
Yeah. Cost of living and all that. We're talking about cost of living. Well, we wanted to do the challenge, right? So because time is moving on, we want to do it. And Rogue's going to, you planned this. It's your idea. So you're going to have to intro the whole thing now, right?
Okay, but before we do, I'm just going to show you why I was inspired, actually. And it's all to do with this guy and GB News. Have a go. Put it on. Watch this.
Oh, yeah. It's not, you think cinema's not that bad, and it's really bad.
How could this be bad?
What Leo actually said was
try and swallow it.
Or try and swallow all of it. All in one go.
It's easy, it's just cinnamon.
Your back half's gonna break.
You're okay.
I can't breathe.
Do you want some hot sauce?
Just couldn't breathe. Couldn't breathe. That is why I'm not doing the cinnamon. I'm not doing the cinnamon tonight.
You get it. You got to do it.
Oh God, no! Please no.
Yep. Yeah, if you get the card, you got to do it.
I'm really scared of
Okay.
doing
So
this.
this is going to be like a bit of a truth and dare. Okay. So I'm going to ask each and every one of you a different question. Now you can say that you will not do it, and you'll have to do the challenge, which obviously is I've got the cards and I will pick it. Okay. So I'm going to go with Katie first of all. Okay, my gorgeous girl. If you could send anonymously a spicy DM to any politician of your choice,
I know
who
immediately.
would it be, and what would you say? And there's not allowed a filter on that. You got to say it as you would say it, girl.
Oh, I know immediately who it would be. It would be Rupert Lowe. I've got a real thing about Rupert Lowe, and I'm not ashamed to say it. What would I say?
It's got to be spicy. It has to be spicy.
It's got to be spicy.
Yeah.
It might be too
There is
spicy
no kind
though.
of taming this. It's got to be spicy. If you are going to like pass, then you got to do one of the Tabasco or mustard.
Oh shit! I know who it would be, but I can't think of anything spicy enough that's gonna not be.
Guess what that means?
Cinnamon.
But do you know
Yeah,
what? I had to
have to-
substitute. Can I say I had to substitute some of the ingredients because I didn't have everything. So I've got cinnamon,
Yeah.
but I'd run out of. No, I'm not eating tartar sauce. That's disgusting. I've got lemon juice, and I've got brown sauce, and I've got salt.
Okay. Well, I am going to have to pick out then.
What are you going to pick?
It's got to be the cinnamon.
Oh, let me see. Right, let me get a
Here we
spoon.
go.
Hold on.
Thank you.
If you're going to get the cinnamon, why should you going to get the cinnamon? Are you going to get a spoon? We're
Yeah.
going to drum roll
Yeah,
down.
one spoon.
Oh,
We
no.
need the drum roll.
Has it got to be a big? Has it got to be a big spoon?
Yeah, you got to do a
Are you
teaspoon.
ready?
Oh, look,
And
I've
it-
got the biggest spoon I can.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't do
Don't
that.
do all that.
Oh, my.
You need
Here
water
we go,
next
here
to
we go.
you.
Just do the whole spoon. Do you want to see
Here
the
we go.
spoon for proof?
You go.
We recorded. This bit being recorded.
Disgusting.
Oh, she's.
Absolutely disgusting.
Get some water. Get some water.
Well,
That's revolting.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Trust me. It gets worse. It gets worse.
Is she okay?
Can you sing us a song? Can you do a TikTok for us right now?
Look at it all around my face.
Send that to Rupert Lowe.
Spicy. Yeah, I'll send that to Rupert Lowe. Can I retract it?
You show him that you have just got spicy with your cinnamon.
Right, who's up next, Rogue? Who's up
Okay,
next?
so this
we got?
now is going to Gouchy before his phone dies again.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, just in case he pops out. Come on, Martin.
we're
Come on, Martin. Right, what we got for him? What's the question? Let's go to the question.
and my missus is sitting next to me as well.
Huh?
Huh?
Your missus is next to you. All right, I'll try and.
You're just going to see a fist come in a minute. When
All right. So listen, this is nothing personal to your wife, okay? So if you could have a no strings one night only hookup with any, I can say it because it's not have to be in fact. No, it's but listen, this is not going to say it. Then it's going to do a challenge.
It could have been a divorce and it's your
No,
fault.
he's going to have to do a challenge.
right,
Steve, 'cause
okay,
he's not going to
okay,
say it. This is the
okay.
best part about it.
Okay.
If you could have a no strings one night only hookup with any politician, who would it be?
What politician? Fucking hell! Is there anyone?
Rupert Lowe.
No, your time's up. Okay, I'm going to have to.
Right up.
You just
Your
want
challenge is
to
gonna be-
Yeah, I do. Okay, and for you, it's mustard.
No?
Teaspoon of mustard,
Put a
please.
mustard.
Spoon.
Here we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is going all over TikTok, it says.
Is that enough?
Yeah,
He's
it is.
doing it. He's doing it.
Go on.
Is that proper English mustard as well? That's
Yay!
naughty. It's a different kind of spice, isn't it, mustard?
Well, let's go with Hughes first. Martin, how does that feel?
It's actually all right.
Katie, are you coping?
I'm coping. I'm just thinking of Rupert and I'm getting through it. He's worth it.
Every time you have anything with cinnamon now, you're going to think of Rupert now and you. That's it.
Actually hilarious. Right, let's go to David Atherton because I'm leaving Richie to
I'm
last.
dreading this, I'll tell you, I'm dreading this.
I've done fun. Come on, man. That mustard's harder than Marmite.
I'm cheating. I bought French mustard, which is a lot less hotter than English mustard.
Okay, I'm just going to find something really good, actually.
Let's check the comments out while Rogue's doing that. Let's see what people are saying. Let's have a look. So, well done, Katie. You're getting some love here. Well done, Katie. Very spicy, very spicy. Rupert Lowe's just texted me actually, and he's asking.
Yes, such a nice.
I have got his number.
I love him. I'm honestly. I really like him.
Send you his number.
Don't tempt me.
You are actually hilarious. Okay, David.
Oh dear.
Aha, this is quite brutal. Okay.
Go on.
If you were to have a little self-love evening, and you were to think about a woman politician, who would make you self-love a lot?
I can't help but see the image of David Atherton in my mind.
Right.
You can see your hat standing up.
I saw her being interviewed, and I'm when it comes to my chicken, I'm a leg man rather than a breast man. And
sorry, say it again. You're a leg man rather than a breast man.
Yeah. When it comes to my chicken, ordering,
right,
chicken, I'm a leg man rather than a breast man.
Hang on, David. Someone said Edwina Curry for you.
Oh my God!
Well, apparently,
it's too slow.
Apparently, hang on, right? Sarah Poaching. There was a wonderful photograph of her leg, these extended legs, and she was being interviewed. So, I'm saying.
Let's try and get a photo of Sarah Poaching up, Ben, shall we? Just for you. Let's try and find one.
A lot of self-love. So, would you message Sarah and tell her?
I'll drop her a line. Don't worry. Get arrested tomorrow morning. There you go.
Yo, Sarah. But you know what? Just for the hell of it, you're going to have a card pulled for you because you can't just be let off. I mean, you didn't tell me what you were going to do and how you were going to do it. So unfortunately for that, it's going to be salt.
No. Each of two, cinnamon and salt together.
You okay? Let's do a mixture of cinnamon and salt.
Right, okay.
Don't die on us, all right?
Don't die. Don't do this at home, by the way.
By the way, if you want to, I'm very happy to have a sip or an eat of everything that's
do it. Put a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of salt, a little bit of Marmite. Perfect.
Right, okay.
Come on, Davey, baby.
What you're doing tequila shot. Pick your hand and put it all over everything.
Yeah, do like a tequila shot.
Right.
Go on.
Imagine you smothering it all over Sarah Poaching.
Sarah Poaching.
Go, Sarah, go.
I will happily do a bit of everything. First one in.
That was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Somebody just said Diane Abbott for you, David.
Diane Abbott.
Right, so.
An ambulance around.
There we go. So, there's me salt. I'll be
pouring it on there.
Get a bit of seasoning in your mouth as well. There you go.
Right.
Goes well with your lipstick. Right.
Oh, that fucking cinnamon. Here's my. Here's the French mustard.
Oh,
this
God, mate.
He gets off on this. He's getting off on it.
Wrong.
Dave's going to have 400,000
Steady on, Dave. Steady, Dave. Steady.
Right. Here's the Marmite.
You're killing it, mate. You're killing it. I'm loving it. Go on, Dave.
Right. And this is the one I'm not looking forward to because I don't like Tabasco.
Hey, one for the team.
Come on, Dave.
Oh, that's Marmite's nice. That cinnamon kills you. Right, okay.
Oh, hang on.
Hang
I
on.
actually think I think Shabana Mahmood is for you.
Shabbat Mahmood for you, David.
Oh, right. Well, I remember. Actually, no. I remember PJ O'Rourke.
You can't speak properly.
I always remember the quote from PJ O'Rourke, American right-wing writer. He said, "No one has fantasy."
What did he say, Dave? Don't leave us hanging.
Shut up! I'll get to the end of the sentence. No one has fantasies about being tied up and ravished by a liberal. Right, Tabasco.
Speak for yourself.
I feel like I'm watching a hate crime. This is awful.
What is he doing?
One more for the.
One for the road, Dave.
Done, Dave.
Right.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was
Oh, right. Okay.
admirable.
I've got me chilies as well.
Oh, mate. Dave's hit the jackpot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What are you going to do now?
Right, and I absolutely hate chili, so I'm doing this
it's
for
like
Queen
a
and for King and
posh
Country. I'll
Terminator.
tell you.
Come on.
Go on, Davey boy. Get those seeds in the
Oh, do you know what? It's going to be violently sick later, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to have a ring sting after that. I can tell
Right.
you that.
Yeah, there we go.
Well done, Dave.
That
Brilliant.
a standing ovation, actually. Woo!
Actually, the worst thing was the cinnamon. Cinnamon was
Question two
dreadful.
now, Dave.
He's got life insurance. Oh my God.
Don't worry, David. Someone just mix it down with a big glass of red wine.
There we go. That's what it's done.
Mate, you've
Right,
earned that.
Mr. Donaldson.
Mr. Donaldson, it's on you,
It's
sir.
over to
It's on
you.
you. It's on
You've
you.
got a hard act to follow. How
Follow
are you?
that.
What can I do now?
How do you follow that?
You can't. There's no following.
You're right, Dave.
Are you all right, Dave?
Dave wins.
Right, I've got to blow my nose now, haven't I?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. Can you please put it on full screen for Mr. Donaldson?
Yes, here he is. There he is. Okay.
Oh, hello, Mr. Donaldson. How are you feeling?
Hello,
Are you
I'm a
looking
bit
forward
nervous
to your
now.
question?
No.
Are
Here we go.
Are you ready?
No.
What is the weirdest or most inappropriate place that you've been turned on during a TikTok, during a conversation or an interview with anybody, or whilst doom scrolling at 2 a.m. in the morning? Tell me. Okay,
Um,
no. Which one?
Oh no.
Oh, excuse me. I've got. Fucking cinema's done me in, I tell you. It's gone
Dave
right on my
done.
lungs.
Oh, Dave. I always feel bad for. He's too posh for
Put it
this.
on the Bush Tucker challenge for I'm a Celeb.
Yeah, someone said this stream is stupid and rude. Well, what are you watching?
Oh wait then.
Oh,
Christy
no.
you. That's not even
Christia
a proper name.
Inu.
Yeah, go away, Christy and you. Chris Ty and you.
Hello, could you please delete your channel? Thank you. No. Goodbye.
Where's
Oh,
Dave?
that's him. He's gone. Oh, is he all right? Falling quick.
Oh, there he
Can we
is.
invite people up? Can we invite people up? Let's see if they'll come on. I've always wanted to do that, you know. You know when people start
Yeah.
giving you like crap in the
Don't
comments on
try
live.
Come on.
Practice,
Like,
Richard.
could
We
you just
haven't
click on-
forgotten.
What?
Sidetracking there.
Why are they talking like they've just reached puberty?
It's called having fun. You want to try it now and again? It might put a smile on your face and make you look younger.
Don't
Yeah.
call an ambulance. They might send police instead.
Yeah.
This is called dogpiling. So this is what they do. If you notice how they've all come at once, that's what they do. They message each other.
Yeah.
Fucking phones.
What's they call it? Dogpiling?
On the live stream. Yeah, dogpiling. It's called dogpiling, where they all dogpile on. It's a
And as Sir Sydney, said, this is a New Year's Eve party. We can have a laugh and actually act daft and have fun.
Right,
Well
you've
said.
been challenged here that you can't compete with Dave, so you've
Yeah,
been
we're still
challenged. Caroline
waiting.
has challenged you. Yeah, we're still waiting, Katie. Tell him, come on, we're
To be
waiting.
fair,
What's your answer? We want to know.
Do you know what? Genuinely, I don't
you forgot
understand
the
the
question, haven't you?
I don't understand it.
Right.
Where's the most inappropriate time that you've been turned on whilst watching a TikTok?
Watching Dave eat all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you're talking to somebody or you're looking through something and you're there like, oh my God, that's really wrong. Why am I like feeling that right now? So it's like, it's that like little bit naughty part of you. And it's like, this is really inappropriate.
So like whenever I meet new people, I can't help but just think, I wonder what they look like naked. Is it that sort of thing? That's something completely different.
Or you're having rampant sex with them, you know. Let's scroll things up here, shall we? You know.
You talking, Dave?
Oh dear, if you want to, I'll read you one of my messages in my DMs today.
Oh.
Well then.
Darling Dave.
Oh, listen to this. Why did YouTube recommend this to me? I subscribed anyway. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing.
Welcome to the madness. Oh my gosh. So come on. So apart from wondering like what they look like naked, I want to know what actually has been a like, oh my God, that's really inappropriate. Come on.
I have nothing.
Oh
I have
dear,
nothing
oh dear.
This is the thing. I'm even trying to think of something to make up, but I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think of something live just to get me on.
Out. Get your spoon out.
Get your spoon out for the lads.
No, you failed.
You failed.
You failed. Get your spoon out.
I've got my spoon.
Be cinnamon.
Okay.
Amy reckons you got cold feet, mate. You got cold feet.
Brrr, chicken. Right. You, sir, are going to have...
No. Someone just asked Richard, was it reading the Argos catalogue?
Yeah, but we've all done that, like as kids. I'm not doing that.
You are going to put a spoonful of mustard with some Tabasco sauce on top and then a sprinkling of salt. Okay?
Okay, well, I didn't get Tabasco, but I did get chilies.
Okay.
So, why don't I, oh for God's sake, do a spoonful of mustard?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
The mustard inside.
Yeah.
Is Dave still eating his chili?
Dave, you eat chili, mate.
He's still eating his bloody chili.
Eating his radishes.
He's actually enjoying it.
Oh, that's really hot already. Too fucking strawberry long for this. And then what was it? A sprinkling of salt?
Some Tabasco. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Salt Bay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have Tabasco, did I? So I
No.
put
Are you
chili on
ready?
top.
Should we put a bit of cinnamon on that?
Yeah,
You
sprinkle.
didn't say cinnamon.
I think we should put a bit of cinnamon. No, I've
Yeah.
decided.
Amy said.
Cinnamon, and if Amy says,
Amy said.
please don't choke.
It went in my nose. Okay.
Dave, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm very much moves.
Okay.
Go on, let's do it. Do it.
3, 2, 1.
It gets in your nose. It's the nose that's about why am I dribbling?
Coming out your mouth.
Why is it? It's the nose.
Bravo.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's all right. I'm done. I'm all right.
Well done.
Ooh. Yeah, it's gone. It's all right. Fucking, that was easy.
Very impressive.
Absolutely fantastic. I feel great.
I'm actually, do you know what? Fair play to every single one of you that has done this. I am super, super impressed. However, it's now Richie's turn.
My turn.
It's your turn, and I'm going to ask you a question, which is, what's the most unexpected person, celebrity, politician that you've ever had a secret crush on, and what is the dumbest thing that you've ever done being around them? And I've got a special one for you, so you can just wait.
Right, I got to think now because there's not many sexy politicians I can think of. They're all dogs. Why you disappear? You don't know the answer, do you? No, right, okay, right, okay. Let me
there was
just
something
think.
about Liz Truss, and you never really put your finger on it, but there's something about Liz Truss. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, do you remember Angela Rayner? She was voted like in the top 100 sexiest women politicians. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Right. So I couldn't get my head around it, but then I started watching her at PMQs and thought, yeah, I can kind of see how that could happen. But then when she speaks, it's like, you're rude, different baby, Kim. You're more rude. Where's she gone? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing.
She's up to something. Or she's up to something. She's up to something, and I don't know what it is, and it's freaking me out because she's not telling me what you're doing. But yeah, I'm going to go for, and please don't clip this, I'm going to go for Angela Rayner. There we go. That's
absolutely disgusting. And that
is that's disgusting.
Is it edible?
Yes, it is.
Lick it off.
Yeah, you've got to lick it off now.
No, thank you.
Isn't that your line to Angela Rayner?
I swear to God, I've never had this much cream on my face ever in my life. I have to tell you, that's the truth, right? Whatever anyone says about me, the rumours are not true. Whatever they say about me is never as bad as the truth. I'm fussing small on my face.
You're like Mrs. Doubtfire.
UK Wales get cream pied on a live stream.
I'll tell you what.
Welcome to the Richie and Rogue show. Every Wednesday and Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Please tune in and subscribe.
Oh my
gosh! I can't even wait.
Do you need a tissue?
Yeah, I need something.
Cream absolutely everywhere.
Right.
Does it taste nice?
No, it's cinnamon on though.
No, you actually need. To be fair, I think you deserve to do the cinnamon challenge again on the premise.
I do that again. No.
Sorry, but who would actually say that he needs to do it if he's actually saying
like
Angela Rayner? You can't.
I got a bad throat, don't I?
No, that's a forfeit, I'm afraid.
It is. You can't like Angela Rayner after you've taken the piss out of her that much.
You didn't listen to my statement, right? You went out of the room. I was saying, right, she was voted one of the sexiest women politicians. What are you doing?
You're having mustard, you're having Marmite, and you're having Tabasco sauce.
Only one.
Yeah.
So people picked Angela Rayner above Liz Truss.
Yeah, they did. They did, yeah.
It's disgusting.
Thing is, right, all this fun and games,
there's no hope for this country.
I'm not doing anything.
The Rogue, you haven't done nothing.
No, because I'm the right. Ready?
You're like a baby bird.
No, that's yeah, all right. Yeah.
Hang on.
This is like some kind of weird fetish video. I feel like I'm
just spat all over my screen. My computer is absolutely wrecked. I've just spat everything. Can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. I'm gonna have to go to the toilet and wash myself.
You go wash yourself.
Oh.
Lord,
what are you going to do then? Are you going to do one?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I am the games master. I am the games master, and to be fair, I'm now sat in this cream is minging. So I've got to say, Dave, you have literally won this because you just did it voluntarily. You were like, I tell you what, why don't I do a bit of everything? I'm impressed.
Well, there was a quiz. There was a quiz on I saw on social media about 50 different fruits. Have you eaten them or not? I've actually eaten 49. And the only thing I hadn't eaten was snails. And I really must go to a French restaurant and get some l'escargot, just to complete the list, you know. So yeah, excuse me.
He's still choking and dying. Oh my God, I've just changed it.
When I go to the pub and I'll order some food, you know, the bar staff will say, "Do you have the allergy?" And I answer it, only the Labour Party and the Nanny State.
It's bloody everywhere.
Indeed. And but yeah, no, I was really hyperactive when I was a kid. I was always hungry, and I would literally eat anything, to make myself feel full. And this still carries on to this very day. So, yeah, I'm indifferent to broccoli, but virtually everything out there to eat, I've eaten before, and will eat again. And my favourite food, by the way, is bread. Get a nice little bloomer. Cut the crust off because they're the best bits, and some nice doorsteps to go with your British fry up. For me, a cup of coffee rather than tea, and I'm a picking shit. I'm a very happy person.
Well done, you. So, guys, 2026. What are you hoping will happen, and what are you hoping to see for you personally and politically? That's to any one of you.
I think
personally and politically.
Personally, for you.
Do you know what I would like to do? And this isn't necessarily about a kind of wider political thing, but when I watch different people on YouTube, like the really bright, intimidatingly intellectual kind of people, I would like to make a list of their favourite books and read some of those books, because some of the people I listen to, they're such great orators and they've got such fantastic minds, and every now and then they mention things that they've read. And yeah, I'd like to compile a list of all the books that they've read and try and read one myself.
Sounds amazing. And to our lovely Gouchy, what is it that you would like to do?
More of the same. I think I'm going to, I'm working on a few things at the moment. I want to do some more lives. I want to do a few more podcasts. Get some guests on. I want to sort of go down that route, stick to the interviewing. I think that's going to get my eyes tested because I think I'm going blind. And
who said that?
Dave, I can't even see your face. Get myself back down the gym, just do all the usual shit, and then come January the 1st, I'll probably be in the pub. But I think politically, I don't think Starmer's going to last much longer, to be honest. But what are we going to replace him with? God knows. And I think we do need a big change this year. One way politically, one way or another. Obviously, looking forward to Tommy's UTK in May. That'd be interesting. That'd be good. Mm-hmm. But we do need now. We sort of use this year to get the wheels in motion. We need to have some sort of action. I know we spoke about it before. We're at that point where I think we've gone past protesting, but we don't want civil war. We need that bit in between, and whatever that is and whatever that looks like, we need to get there, and we need the government to listen. So whatever that looks like, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. But that's it.
Perfect. And Dave?
Well, if I could be uplifting, I've thoroughly enjoyed my 2025. I've just met so many nice people. Most of the people I know, like all your good selves, via X. And I love my lifestyle. Maybe I could earn a few more quid. Put an extra naught on my income for 2026, but that's unlikely to happen. But I got complete freedom of what I do. I fancy a lane in the morning, I can do it. I fancy stews in the afternoon, I can do it. And my greatest joy in life is Friday lunchtime down the boozer. Now, when I worked in and around the city of the West End for 36 years in recruitment, that was my greatest joy. I used to go down the street tie at 1 o'clock sharp, plus with a mate of mine. And you go back to the office at 4 o'clock to turn your PC off, and you go back down the boozer again, So, that's the kind of lifestyle I've always wanted. That's what I have. And I just confirm, I just met so many great people in 2025. I just want it to continue for 2026 as well. So I'm going to be very positive on that.
You're a proper wholesome bloke.
I know, I was going to say, well, how can we beat that? Go on, Rich, it's now your time.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to focus on myself a little bit more, because this year I've absolutely I've let myself go. I'm going to get fit. I'm going to get down the gym in case anything does go to pot. But I want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can. I want to learn about policies. I want to learn about politics. I want to learn about processes, the judiciary as much as I can. I just want to learn this year and see what I can do with it. But yeah, I'm quite positive for 2026. I really, really am, and I think people should be, because one way or another we're going to see change. I believe that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, Rich, what is it you'd like to see for 2026?
Less of you, that's for sure. I know that. I mean, I just spent
that's written in tablets of stone. That is, yeah.
No, but you can't see the computer screen. Right? The computer screen is plastered in cream. I mean, it's just shit everywhere on the screen. No, on a serious note, what would I like to see? I'd like to see, I think, more genuine people involved in politics for the right reasons. And I know it's a hard ask because of the kind of career that they take, or ambition, whatever you want to call it. I want real people to, be in government, people who understand what life is about, who've been through some shit and then get it. I think that's a big thing for me. Will I see it in my lifetime? I don't know. But if I can play a small part and contribute to that by being actively involved politically, locally, nationally, or through, social media, then that's probably what I want to do. Look, I'm 50, I'm 51 in February the 1st, just so I let you know it's my birthday, February the 1st. I'm 51, well, I dropped that in. I'm 51, and I've done a lot of traveling throughout my life, but I just want to travel. I want to meet more people, experience new things. And I think I want what most people want, just peace and tranquility. I'm spitting now, and I want peace and tranquility. The world is such a chaotic place. It's so mad and wild, and your social media feeds and your TV and whatever you watch, it's just bad news everywhere you look. And I want to find the good in things. I want to find the good in people and encourage that and do something significant that makes a change in other people's lives, because I think there's no greater satisfaction than seeing others achieve and you've played a small part in it, and not even taking credit for it, just behind the scenes, to elevate people to places where they can make a change, and you've played a small part. And I think for me, that's where I'm at as an individual. Spend more time with my kids, even though they're older now. It's very rare. Your kids get older, they don't like hanging out with their dad anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things, and I miss that, but hey, it is what it is. But I just want to be a better person next year than I have been in 2025. I think that's my kind of ambition, really. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Good.
What about you, Rogue?
Me. So I like speaking up, and I like basically saying, what I know. I say what I see, and I know what's going on, but I want to find solutions. Oh, it's down in my boobs. Sorry, my boobs are literally swallowed my mic. I am so sorry about that.
Sorry about that, folks. It happens all the time.
I want to do more in the legal side of things. I just think for me, just because I used to do advocacy, and I used to go into courtrooms and I used to advocate for people, but I'd love to do more advocacy and help people who are in trouble, but also for what we're doing and actually why we're doing it. I really want to encourage more people along the way, and I just really want to be able to get my voice out there so that people hear it on the spiritual side of things and the political side of things, because that's always been my thing, like the spiritual and the political conjoining. And it's just so important that we hold that close to us. So for me, I just want to see more of a spiritual movement. I want to see where I can make a difference, on the legal side of things. And I just want, for basically everybody to come together and rise up and actually make that difference that we need to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wonderful. That is. Yeah, well, I think that.
Amen.
Yeah. I think we're done for tonight. Don't we, Rogue? I mean, yes.
I thought you wanted to play something else. Wasn't there something else? That you wanted?
A lot of people are saying in the comments, Rogue, that you need to do a spoon of something. A lot of people are saying.
I can't see it. I've had a look.
Well, it's only fair. It's only fair.
I'm reading through them, and I know that you're lying. So actually, what I'm going to also
unsubscribe if you don't do it. Someone's.
Go ahead. I'm the game master today.
How long my hair is? How long is my hair now, Rogue?
Okay.
This long?
It's this long.
It's this long.
Yeah, it's this long. It's going nice. It's going all right.
Yeah. So, guys, I've actually had a lot of fun. This is looking back at 2025, what we're going to do in 2026. You lot have been absolutely brilliant. So have you.
Oh, thank you, my love. I really appreciate that.
That's okay. And you know what? I'm
So
looking
have you,
forward to
Rogue.
doing more of these with you, where we can start speaking the truth. This is like our little bit of a last laugh for this year. We've got people still mocking us, saying, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You lot are horny weirdos." So what?
Good.
We're real life people, you know. And I just think,
Funny, we were talking about that. You know, when I used to be down at Westminster, you know, you talk to politicians, you go to different pubs, you go to, you hang about. In public, like they're all like, they talk proper, but then when you're in a pub, like they're completely different people, like, and they don't match up. And it's like, and because I'm working class bloke, I was always confused by that. I told you earlier, didn't I?
no, I told you actually, but no.
Yeah, we talked about it anyway. And I was saying, shut up. She's kicking me under the table again, Dave. Anyway, Rich, people are completely different. I'd like to see politicians just be freaking real, like, just be real. I think that's why Rupert Lowe has become such an attractive kind of politician. Katie, look, I know. It's because the guy literally just says it as it is. Like, there's no airs and graces. And I think people want that from their politicians. They don't want these kind of, you know, pre-scripted kind of statements and everything else that are rolled out on the media. They want them to be honest and tell the truth. And I think that I just find that part of politics I don't like. I don't like it at all because it's false, like, you know, and I think that needs to change. And I think Trump has tried to do that in America and by draining the swamp. And Trump's a perfect case. He doesn't give a shit. He just says it as it is. And if he says he's going to do it, he might not like it. He might be like Marmite, but you know what I mean? He just does what he says he's going to do.
Right, okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I
We
agree.
need less talking, more action. 2026.
Exactly. Just before we go, Katie and Richard, do both of you live within striking distance of London?
No.
Yeah.
I'm northwest. I'm towards
No.
Liverpool way.
Okay, fine.
mine
Katie,
is-
do you want? I'm having one of our far right Thursdays.
Oh, I love a far right, Gav.
22nd of January.
Oh,
Can I get your contact details off of?
absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds wonderful. And my birthday's round then as well. So it'll be a very far right birthday outing.
I'll add her into the group.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Is
It
it
really
official?
is a great night. We got some special guests coming along.
Fabulous.
Rear Admiral Chris Parry.
Will there be mustard and cinnamon?
No. Probably behind the
I'll
bar,
bring the
but-
mustard and cinnamon.
No. Bring a friend as well if you want to. Bring a friend, no problems.
Thank you.
So indeed, yeah. So I'll go get your details off of.
Please do. That's really lovely. Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's a great night out.
When's the 22nd?
Yeah, 22nd. Martin, you know you're always invited.
If David wants to London.
20 seconds. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I'm willing to travel because I've got my operation the week after, so I think I need a bit of a night out.
Well, you can come to us and then we can come with you, Rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So come with us and then we'll all head down. And then, Katie, we go and get our
Road
outfits
trip.
sorted.
I finally get my hug. Finally.
Indeed. So yeah. No, there's lots of normies there. There's some celebrities. There's some authors. A whole range of people turn up. You know,
Hobnobbing.
Riff raff
Yeah.
like me.
Well, I know. Yeah.
Have you messaged Martin? Have we called Martin?
Yeah, but Martin always gets an invite, but he's not always there. But anyway,
Last
How
time.
many times?
About.
no, anyway. But yeah, by the way, the person who gets mobbed the most at these dues is actually Norman Brennan, the ex-police officer. He's the one who goes to the bar and people go, "Oh, you Norman Brennan?" You know, so interesting that. So no, we've got some special guests coming along. So do join us. Even if the special guests don't turn up, it's going to be great fun. You know, we're sort of generally sort of the centre right. You know, the liberal centre right, pro-Israel, that kind of thing. You know, so yeah, big. It's another great night out, and I'll be there from 4 o'clock, and I'll be falling out of the pub probably about around 11 o'clock.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Right, guys.
Yeah.
I think that is a wrap. Is there
That is a wrap.
anything that anybody wants to say?
Happy New Year.
There we
Thank
go.
you for having me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my
Thank you,
darling.
indeed.
Thanks so much for coming on, guys. We really appreciate it. Really do.
the Just So Far Right event. Let's go.
We're not far. They're just far wrong. Remember?
Exactly that, my love.
Yeah,
Can't believe I saw Richie get cream pied. That was just brilliant.
You know that's going to get clipped, mate. You know it is. Big time.
Oh, guys, right, listen, thank you so much for coming on. And from me and him, have a wonderful, wonderful new year.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was fantastic, wasn't it? Bye. They're all going. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. Well, that was fantastic, bro. I enjoyed that. It was great, wasn't it?
I had fun.
I hope our audience enjoyed tonight as well.
Some
We
people
enjoyed
a bit weird, weren't they?
it. Yeah, I
They're
think.
a little bit like, oh my God.
I think it's because we were linked to like other people's profiles, like maybe Richie's there. He's still in the background. We might bring him back on.
Yeah, we'll get him back
and Dave Arson and Katie, they're probably shared on their platform. So we've got a new. So if you're new to this channel, by the way, and you've watched us tonight for the first time, we're not normally this crazy.
No, we are. I'm absolutely this crazy in life.
We are. It's just tonight. We wanted a bit of fun. It's been Christmas and New Year's Eve, obviously Eve of New Year's Eve. I wanted to say hi to everyone, but we will be back every Wednesday and every Sunday night right here on the Richie and Rogue show at 8 p.m. We also have a website as well if you want to check that out. It's all the W's. I believe it's all the W's coming up on your screen now. richieandrogue.com. If you want to contact us, if you want to leave a comment or ask any questions about the show or anything like that, then please go to that website. There's a contact page there and you'll be able to. In fact, we read the emails. We don't have a team that do it. We do it ourselves.
We do it ourselves. And I take great pleasure in receiving emails from you guys. So please send us an email. Tell us what you think of the show, what you want on the show, and where we can move forward with you. And it will be great fun to have you join us.
Absolutely. And when are we back next? When's the next show? I can't remember the date.
So I think it's like after the 6th. I think it's like the second week.
Yeah, I think it is
January.
Because we're also doing lives as well on the road. So if you didn't know, we are planning a live tour next year. Was it next year? It is next year.
It's 2026.
2026. We're going to be doing live audiences around the country where you'll be able to join in as well, and we'll have you as part of the show where you can ask any questions. We're going to have some fun with it as well. It's going to be a good time, isn't it?
I am so excited already. And in fact, I don't want to break now. I'm like ready. I'm in. Right in and ready to go.
I can tell, but you've dropped your mic right on your boobs again, love. It's just disappeared. It's just
sorry.
I hope they can hear you. They can. I'm sure they can hear you. I've enjoyed that tonight. It was lovely. I've never spoken to Katie before. I know I've seen her on TikTok. You showed me her on TikTok and you speak to her, and she's lovely. It's really great to have her. So thank you, Katie, for coming on.
Absolutely.
And for Martin as well. First time on a first time Martin on.
We've been on with Martin, but Martin's
appreciate it.
on
Lovely
us,
guy doing a great work as well with those protests and everything else and covering them as well. And of course, we love Richard Dawson.
He's our boy.
If I was gay, he'd be my type, you know.
You know, my son fancies him.
I know he does. I know.
Let's get him back on.
Let's get him back on. He's backstage. He's backstage.
Back on.
Hello.
Oh, thank God people missed that. I was just doing something to the camera then. Thank God people missed that.
Brilliant. Mate, you want to see the state in the studio? There's shit everywhere. We got Marmite, Tabasco sauce, cream. I mean, it's just an hell of a mess. Like, oh my God.
I've got cinnamon in my laptop and I don't know how to do it.
That's actually
the buttons are like
hilarious.
grinding when you press them.
That's great. We've loved having everybody on.
Yeah, it was great.
And for those people that were commenting, was it on your side or was it on our side?
It's been a bit of a mixed bag. So the guy who said he wanted to watch Katie take back shots, sound, he was on your side on YouTube. I had one guy, the guy who was going on about us being boring. That was on my side. You've had a few. It's just been a mix. It's been a mix.
Yeah,
so
you get
it's good
down there,
fun though, isn't it? It's good fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just love it. Well, look, again, we are going to tap out now.
We're going to say Happy New Year to everyone as well. Thank you all for your comments as well. We do appreciate it. Sorry if you felt we haven't engaged with you too much with our viewers tonight. It's because, of course, we had a massive panel on, but we do value you, do appreciate you. I hope you've enjoyed the show. And, of course, we'll be back as usual very, very soon.
Somebody's just asking, and I think it's for you to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Of course, I'm in my pajamas. 20 to 10.
I know, man. It's 20 to 10 already.
It is, yeah.
Fair play. We've done well.
It was a good show. It was a good show having everybody on. It's
you know what? I loved it. How cool is David Atherton? Like, He was like, I quite like mustard, so I'll have some of that. I think he was just hungry, wasn't he? He'd had a couple of glasses of wine and thought, you know what, I fancy a few nibbles. So I've got my cinnamon here, I've got my mustard, I've got my chili.
You know what? Can I just say, sorry, right? Can you just ask your wife to smell your breath now? He's had Marmite mustard
and it stinks.
and cream on top.
I know. And my breath is honking. I'm gonna grab a pizza or a McDonald's on the way home to get rid of this smell. It stinks, mate. Absolutely buzzing.
Are you smelling it?
I smell like Christmas candles. It smells like Christmas candles.
I stink.
Oh wow! Right, our battery is about to go, so that is our out. Listen, thank you again for coming on. Thank you for watching, and we absolutely love you guys.
Yeah,
Take
we
care.
love you all. We love you all. Take care. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. And we'll see you in
2 weeks time.
2 weeks time. Bye.
Bye.